Huh?
I'll hide my face.
You what?
I'll just hide my face.
Why? But you look beautiful.
I look like
No, you look beautiful. Yep.
If you consider, if you think poop is beautiful, then I do look beautiful. But poop isn't beautiful. Even though some people take their poop and make a beautiful painting out of it, that doesn't mean poop is beautiful.
It's pretty gross.
Hi guys. So we made the paper towel thing. Your comments. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow, that thumbnail picture looks so pretty. You're welcome. Ew. We just made, I haven't eaten it yet because I'm not feeling well. I don't know what's going on, but we made a pot roast, homemade mashed potatoes, gravy. Oh, do you want corn? I was gonna make corn.
Oh. Is it corn too?
You can do it, it's easy. If you want corn.
Corn too.
Sure. Okay. Sorry, I forgot about the corn.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, so we made it and now I can't eat it, so.
Yet.
We were gonna kind of spend a lot of time together tonight, but Danny was like, you should go live to distract yourself because that always helps you feel better. So I'm like, yeah, I know. Okay, that's not true. I told him I wanted to go live. He looked at me like, I told him I wanted to go live because it always distracts me for some reason. So we're gonna hang out a little bit later, but I mean, pretty early tonight, so it kind of works out. Ow! It's really delicious, I'm sure. I'm sure it will be if ever I get to eat it. I wanted to do another tell me your woes tonight. Might need to get a little warmed up first. Right now I'm just in this like shaky, rotten feeling. Like, you know how in the very beginning of the flu, when you get really like body aches everywhere, that's what I'm feeling. And I don't know why. I don't think I have a fever. Do I have a fever? I don't think so. Here comes Philip. I don't think I have a fever.
You woke up fine.
Huh?
You seem to wake up. Oh, earlier fine.
Yeah.
A little warm, but not that much.
Yeah, so like I don't think it's like like a flu or anything. I just feel icky. I feel achy everywhere. So it's really frustrating. And it kind of hurts to sit, kind of hurts to stand, and it kind of hurts to lay down. So I'm kind of screwed. So I'm just like, cool. So welcome to my video today. Welcome to quarantine. Danny's gonna play his game, so if you hear noise in the background, that's what it is. But, oh, and I'm about to start another period. Guys, okay, I've been like giving a lot of advice this week. Allow me to do one more, okay? My advice is listen to your people, that's you guys. When they try and push you to get the surgeries or procedures that you need done, listen to them and get it done, because you'll never know. You never know if you're going to be put into a situation where you cannot get your surgery because your surgery isn't important, but it will have you in pain all the time. So I wish I would have gotten it done sooner. Not that we could have, but I wish I would have just, because we didn't have insurance, but I kind of wish we would have done it anyway. But that would have been pricey. So anyway, so I just had a period. I just ended. When did I end the last one? A week and a half ago?
Yeah.
Like 10 days ago, I just ended my last one, and now I'm getting another one. So that's really cool. So next time, after this is done, everybody go and get whatever procedures you need done. Get them done. And then you can quarantine for life. I'm okay. Can you not hear me, Kaylee? Wait, can you guys not hear me? Wait, can you guys not see me? Wait, that's true. Nobody's talking to me. Wait, can people see me? Can people hear me? Crap. I don't want to tell the whole story again. I don't have the energy. You can now. You can? Did you hear the whole story? Do I have to say it again? Okay. One of those days, guys. Okay, good. Okay, so I heard this story. Okay, thank you. It's okay. You don't have to tell me you're sorry. I'm just because the YouTube it's been so weird lately, and so now I'm like, wait. I'm looking at the comments before now, and you guys are just talking to each other. And Kaylee, who's been here for a while, was like, Shanny, how are you doing? And so I was like, oh crap, did she not hear the whole thing? Whoops. Okay, I'm glad you did. Good to know. Okay. Can you go live again later tonight? I'm working on something that's due in 2 hours, and I want to talk to you later. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I would say don't count on it, but maybe. I will go live again if I can't sleep later, but I'm going to try and go to bed really early tonight to try and stay on a good schedule. I've got some things coming up that I want to be on a better schedule for. And if you're wondering what that is, because I'm quarantined, it's a general conference for our church is Saturday and Sunday, and it starts at 10 a.m. on both days. And I really would like to watch it live with everybody, with my husband. So I'm trying to get on a better, like this morning I got up at 10:30 actually. So I'm trying to stick to that schedule. It just takes me so long to get into bed, to eat my food, to fall asleep. It takes so long. It's such a big process. So yeah, so that's why. But if I can't sleep, I will. But I will save this one. I did not save last night's. Actually, that's not true. I saved it, but it's on unlisted, so you have to have the link. So I took it off of public because we talked about really serious things that has to do with like my dad and my family. And I didn't feel comfortable having it public, so I put it on unlisted so that those of you who started to watch it later, whatever, could still finish it. But those of you that haven't seen it, you might not know it's there. But you might be able to see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, or I don't know, try going to my videos. I wonder if that, because it'll look different for me, but I don't know. What do you guys, I don't know. If you want, I guess, if you're that interested, I mean, it was some pretty deep stuff though, like so deep that that I passed out after, but that's nobody's fault. But we couldn't figure out why I passed out, and then I thought about it, and back in the very beginning of my YouTube-ness, like probably the third or fourth video, I think, I don't know. Steph, are you here? Which video was it? I went to church. I was trying to get back into going to church, and I went to church, and I was in the hallway. Everyone was in their classrooms, but I was in the hallway getting a drink, and there was a lady in the hallway, and we started talking to each other, and she's so sweet, so cool. I love her to death. And she started telling me stories from her childhood that were very similar to mine. She started talking about things that her dad did to her, and so of course I was like, yeah, my dad did too, and we were like talking about that, and just while we were talking, I just passed out. And I was in therapy at the time, and my therapist told me that sometimes if you talk about like the hardest, absolute hardest thing to talk about, sometimes if you're mix that with like health issues, you can pass out really easily. But I didn't think of that because I don't know. I think maybe it's different because how do I say this? Okay, so like I've talked to the internet about this stuff. I've shared a lot about my dad and my family and that last day together. Everything I shared with you yesterday, I've shared before, but before when I shared it, it was on Instagram and it was on my private account. So I think maybe just the anxiety of having it on this public account, like I don't know what I was thinking, but at the same time, like it was helpful for people, and it helps all of you new people to get to know me and get to know these stories that the Instafam got to know, but you don't. Like, I'm trying to like bring it all over here so we can all be on the same page and help each other on a bigger platform and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. It was weird. It was just weird. So I put it on unlisted, but if you guys really want it, then I'll put the link in the description of this after I'm done with this. Would that work? I don't know. Does anyone even care about it? Who knows? Good luck, Leanie. I promise I'll go live if I can't sleep, because that's a given. You passed out today, Kaylee? Oh no. Passed out today for a few minutes, but I'm okay now. It was weird though. Have you ever done that before? What was happening? Link it? Okay, I will. What was happening before? In fact, I might be able to do it right now. Hold on. Hang on. Hold the phone. That thumbnail picture is hideous. I kind of want to do one with my glasses. I'll go and switch it later. Okay. How do I do this? I don't know how to YouTube. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, I don't think it will. Oh, wait. Oh, it will work. Look at this. Okay, hold on. Okay, so where's the private one? Hello, that one. Yeah, see, like 50 more people have watched it since last night, which makes me think that that's how many people joined in late and then kept watching it or something. Like paused and came back. What am I doing? Share, copy. Okay. And then why did I put a comment in there? I'm gonna change that in my title. Really smart. Okay. What should I title it? Secret video? What should I say? I'll just say yesterday's live. Paste. There we go. Okay, it is now linked in the description of this live stream if you're interested. You can go watch it later if you'd like. If you're there just for that part, I think it was near the end that we talked about it, maybe like the last half or something. I don't know. But the whole live was pretty good though. I really enjoyed last night's live. I really enjoyed trying to help people, even though I'm not a doctor or anything. I just love trying to give my opinion and trying to help as much as I could. So it's really fun. I look so attractive in these. Like, I feel like I should sell these as merch, like make something like this and sell it and put like Shanny fannies or like you're beautiful, you're worth it, and I am too, or like and then break them. Anyway, it was great. My butthole really hurts. Enter all the people searching for porn. At least I didn't put it in the title this time. I titled a live, I think last week or something, I titled it My Butthole Hurts, because my butthole pretty much always hurts, but sometimes it's really bad. And how many guys did we have come on? Probably 4 or 5 guys came on and were like, are you a porn star? Show me your butthole. Are you a porn star? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And everyone in the comments was like, Shanny, go change the title. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry. Because I always talk about my butthole. That's very normal for me. I never think about it in a sexual way, because every time I talk about it, it's medical stuff. Like I'm in pain and I've got fissures and hemorrhoids and cuts and traumas and all the things and the bleeding and all the things. Charmaine is here. I love you. Shana Mantra. Useless human, you need to change your name, because you're not useless. Not at all. So anyway, that's kind of my update for the day. So I'm trying to like loosen up so I can talk to you guys about what you're going through. But I need to like, hold on, I'm almost there. Give me a second. I'm like trying to process what I'm feeling today, because I don't want to give you empty attention. Is that a thing? I am so out of my mind. You know, sometimes. Oh, and I heard something today on Colleen's video. She did like a fundraiser thing yesterday and or the day before, I don't know when, but she said in her vlog today that after it was done, she ended up talking to the dude that was in charge and then the doctor that they had on there, who is in New York, I believe, and the doctor told her that the peak of this will not hit for 45 more days. 45 more days will be the peak? The worst? Like, I thought we were almost at the peak, and now it's like, oh, 45 more days, then we'll be at our worst, and then we're gonna have to work on coming down. So look out. I did write a song. I remember when. There you go. I wrote a song for Danny, and I know it's on the internet, and it sounds bad. I don't know why I wrote it that way, because my voice does not fit that song. I don't know what I was thinking. But it's okay. It's kind of cute. Some parts of it fit my voice, but parts just do not. So smart. I can't even perform my own song. It does suck. It does. I know. How does anyone really know? Because then we were talking to my brother-in-law on the big family group chat on Sunday, and he's a doctor, and he kept saying that he lives in Florida and he has not worried about, but the people are blowing it a little bit too much out of proportion. And I'm like, which one is it? Because we're being told this doctor on TV says this doctor on TV says the opposite. This one tells us, you know, it only affects old people. This one tells us there's a lot of young people dying too. Who are we supposed to believe? It's very frustrating, and it's very, honestly, it's very, what's the word? It's very scary, but like unsettling maybe. It's just, I don't like it. Like, can we just get some answers? But it's like misleading too. Yeah, that's a good word too. But it's like we can't get answers because nobody's ever dealt with this before. That's the scary thing. This isn't like the flu, conflicting too, yes. This isn't like the flu, a common cold, strep throat, things that most of us have had and know how to treat it and know that it will end. But this, we don't know about it. And so how on earth are we supposed to trust? How do I even trust my brother-in-law, who I do? I trust him over everybody. Obviously, he's my family. But it's like, how do I trust him over that doctor? And how do I trust that doctor over that doctor? Like, it's kind of frustrating. And it's, to be honest, it's making me really anxious, like extra anxious. And that's not helping in other ways. You know what I mean? What about SARS? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I have shut off most social media. That's probably a good idea, honestly. The president said there's social distancing until June 1st. I was told... Are you talking to me, Charmaine? Don't you live here? Wait, where do you live? Oh, are you in Canada? Why did I think you were an American? I heard it was April 30th, or was that something else? Something was just pushed to April 30th. I remember because that's Danny's birthday, so I was like, ooh, what? Where do you live, Charmaine? Why did I think you lived in America? Yeah, April 30th yesterday. The president did not say June 1st. I heard April 30th. That's what I heard too. Our governor has a stay-at-home order in effect until June 10th. Where do you live? I'm so confused. Who wants my channel if I die? Because I have a feeling I'm going to die from this because I have a really bad immune system, but I'm being told so many different things that I don't even know what to look out for anymore. So if I die, who wants my channel? You're in Virginia? Oh, you're governor. I read that wrong. Okay. Interesting. What does our governor say? Danny?
What?
What does our specific governor say to do? Do you know the latest?
Last I heard, you did put a shelter in place in Salt Lake County.
So Salt Lake County is shelter, so don't go out unless you absolutely have to the store. Only
And
store,
everybody else
doctor,
is
that's
just
it.
Don't go out if you can
Pharmacy.
help it.
And the rest of us is don't go out if you can help it, is what he said. Stay home and get drunk. I love that. That'd be funny if our governor said that. That wouldn't happen here in Utah, but that would be funny. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that, babe?
What?
Our governor saying just stay home and get drunk.
Okay.
That's what they're saying we should do, and I kind of agree with that. Too bad I don't. Too bad I don't drink. But if I did, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Your cat licked your pizza? Ew. I love cats, but ew. Wash it off. Here's what you could do for your own peace of mind. Wipe it off. Actually, do you have more cheese? You could just scrape off the cheese. Just scrape off the cheese and if you have sauce and cheese of your own, you could add back to it. I look 20? Thanks. I don't believe you. But thank you. I am very old. I want a cat so bad. Yeah, Joey Graceffa just rescued, because I don't know if it's permanent, a pregnant cat. My first thought, I'm not gonna lie, I love Joey. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my top 5 favorite. My first thought, and I kind of know there's other things I got to with Joey, but maybe we'll do that another day. What was I gonna say now? Crap. Oh, I was like, I'm not saying he's doing it for views, but his views skyrocketed when his dog was pregnant and delivered the puppies and stuff. So my first stupid thought, I know it's not true, my thought, because I'm a YouTuber, nothing like him, but I was like, why is he doing this? Because I know Daniel hates cats, and I know that, I don't know if Joey hates them, but he doesn't favor that. He would rather have a dog. So I'm like, what? There's like a million cats. But I think it's sweet that he rescued her, and I just hope that the mom cat and the babies can find good homes with people that will love them if they do decide. But I love Joey. I think he's one of the most, I don't know, I'm really worried about him lately, but I just really, really admire him though. Like, my favorite, like literally Colleen, and then Joey might be second. No, he's like third or fourth, but he's in the top 5 favorites. Oh, Joey is a cat person? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, cute. Maybe he'll keep her then. That'd be cool. I have to tell you though, my other first thought, there's only one first. My second thought was, can I please have one of those kittens? I'm not kidding. I am tempted to tweet Joey Graceffa and be like, I need one of your kittens because I need a cat so bad. But the kind of cat he got isn't hypoallergenic, so the only cat I can get at all, if I ever get a cat, is a hairless cat or...
A dog.
No, dogs are worse for me. A hairless cat or the gray Russian blue, Russian gray something. They're gray with blue eyes. They're beautiful. Those are the only 2 that are hypoallergenic. So Colleen and Joey were the first people I ever watched too, actually. Because I didn't even know what YouTube was. This is how Colleen saved my life. Like, people kind of like joke with me about it and say how silly it is, but here's the thing. I was in the depths of despair. I was about to kill myself, and I decided one night, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go with my mom and my sisters, who invited me to go to the Miss Spanish Fork pageant, which is a city that my mom grew up in and now she lives in again. But my cousin was competing for Miss Spanish Fork, and I was like, you know what? just that one night, and I lived with my mom, and she's like, come out with us, come out with us. And I was like, fine. So I go out, and we go, and my cousin won, by the way, so good job. And then on our way home, my niece, Alexis, was like, hey, have you ever heard of Miranda Sings? And I was like, no. And she showed me, and I was like, how old is this girl? She showed me, what was the first one I saw? How to Babysit, I think. She showed me this girl, and she showed me the video, and I said, how old is this girl? And she goes, I don't know, I think she's like 17. And I was like, and I was like, no offense, Colleen, if you're watching, but come on. Like, I don't even look 17. She didn't look 17. So I was like intrigued. So I'm like, what the heck? So then I watched her Slurpee bath, because I think that was her highest viewed at the time. And then I watched the bloopers, the behind the scenes, and saw the real Colleen and how stupid she knew that she was doing stupid things. And I was like, why would she do that? So then I looked into her, and then I become obsessed. And then every time I wanted to cut, every time I wanted to purge, every time I wanted to starve myself, every time I wanted to just talk myself into death, I would turn on one of her videos, and I just binge watched her for probably a month straight and watched every single video of hers ever. And she made me smile, she made me laugh, she made me feel more positive, like have a positive attitude. And that's about when I started my YouTube channel, was right after that. So she literally saved my life, because she inspired me to start, because I looked at her channel and I'm like, her audience is mainly, 12 to 21-year-old girls, which is also the biggest age group for eating disorders and gender. So I was like, what if I could somehow use my life? Because I fell in love with YouTube as a whole. I was like, wait, I kind of love this. I want to make videos, because that's what I did in high school. I made videos all the time. That's what I'd love to do. So I was like, I want to do it, but what could I talk about? And I was like, well, I always have had it in the back of my mind that someday, somehow, I'll use all my trials to help people, but cannot really work on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. And then it was born. So there you go. So does Colleen know this, how she inspired you? No, I refuse to meet her. I don't want her to know who I am. I mean, you can tell her, but don't. I'm terrified to meet her, because she's one of those people that I know this sounds really stuck up and like selfish of me, but it's just the truth. I don't know what else to say. She means so much to me that it would kind of like hurt for me to meet her and give how much I love to her, and to have her look at me and be like, who are you? Like, that would actually, because that's how much she means to me. Like, she saved my life on a daily, hourly basis and got me better and inspired me to do good things with my life. I don't know, she means so much to me, and she's met millions of fans, literally. And she probably meets an average of 20 or 30 a day just by leaving her house. And so it's like, it wouldn't be, for her, it wouldn't be a big deal. For me, it would be. And I wouldn't be able to. I'd get too nervous. I would throw up on her. I'd probably pass out. I'd throw up on her shoes, and then I would pass out. And then, I mean, I guess if I did pass out, then maybe she'll remember me. But like, I don't know. I just wouldn't. Oh, I don't know. Yes, her brother and sister-in-law know who I am. I met them at CVX Live, and then I've actually messaged with Jessica a couple times, and she talked about me on a live stream once too, which is really cool. Only because I was there and I said something, so she addressed who I was and said that that everyone should check me out, that I'm really an inspirational person or something like that. It was really, really sweet. And they were supposed to come to CVX last year as well, but they couldn't. And so she personally messaged me on Twitter, and she was like, hey, I know you were looking forward to us, or sorry, 2 years ago. I know you were looking forward to us coming. We can't come, and I'm so sorry. I just wanted to let you know. Like, she was the sweetest, most thoughtful human. I don't understand how she even remembered me, because they also have met probably thousands of fans. Like, how on earth do you remember some nobody like this, So, oh, that's sweet, Maddie. People have told me that, and I'm like, that's impossible. There's no way. I don't know what it is. Maddie, you're sweet though. She said, Shanny, that's how I feel about you. The day I got diagnosed with anorexia, my mom and I watched your videos and cried until we both fell. until we both fell asleep. Oh my gosh, why am I crying? We watch your videos all the time, and you feel like family. Thanks. Yeah. She's the best mom on the internet. Colleen is too, but a lot of people are. But Jessica is an incredible human being. And so is Chris, and so their children. I don't know. I admire their family so much. All of them. We're back. Oh, go. See, I just had to take my teeth out. That's how to get it back. Hold on. I'm going to go switch this to the. Hold on. I'll be right back. On the other hand, with Colleen, I know that if she were to see me online and see my helpful videos and stuff like that, she's one of those people where I admire her so much because she does so much to help change the world. And anytime she learns something new about a category of people, she tries to educate people. Like, she uses her platform for a good reason. So I know that if she ever came across my videos and watched my journey and watched me lose all my teeth and try and warn to kids out there what can happen and all the other stuff it's done to me, I know that it would like hit her and she would remember me. But like, if I were to just meet her and she has no idea who I am, it just would be kind of like, eh. You know what I mean? I mean, she's so sweet to everyone she meets, but it just, I don't know. So like, and that's happened. She discovers YouTube. She discovers small YouTubers. She'll talk about it all the time. She'll be like, oh my gosh, I love this YouTuber. And I'll go look and they have like 800 subscribers. Or she'll be like, oh my gosh, I love this dude. He's really sending a good message. And then I'll go look and he has like 1,200 subscribers. Like, she doesn't look for numbers. She doesn't care about that. So it's possible that she could come across my channel and learn about it. Especially, I don't know, like I've thought about making a video for her. I've talked about her a lot. I've definitely said how I feel about this a lot, but I don't think I've ever made like an actual Dear Colleen video, and I just don't know how I would do that because she means so much to me. I don't even know where to start, so it's kind of weird. I don't know. Really, Carrie? You got your dentures before I did, and watching your story helped me get through it. Priceless content. Oh, that makes me feel really good because that was the scariest content to put up, for sure. It was not pretty, and it was not fun, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life, so that makes me feel good. Thank you. Yeah, she does. She does everything with grace. There's a reason I love her. She's a genuine person, and I think it's because she grew up with no money, and her family's, I can't believe how similar we are. Like, everything from interests, like musical theater and drama, and the way that our families run and stuff like that. Like, there's so much that we have in common that I know we would get along, and maybe that's why I'm like attracted to her and her family, because it feels like I'm hanging out with my family, and I love my family more than anything. I don't know what it is, but I can't do it. I can't. If I do that, then what if she's like, what, as in Jessica Ballinger? Wait, what, Caitlin? What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Now I don't know what we're talking about. What are you asking, Caitlin? I'm confused. Colleen is a rare type of person. So sweet, kind-hearted, giving, caring. She's so selfless. I love her. I agree. And I'm not one of those people that's going to say that she's perfect, because she's not. She has a lot of flaws. I just personally am not one of those people that thinks it's appropriate to call people out on their flaws. I would never do that. So I hate it when people go in her comments and attack her, and then someone defends her, and then someone was like, you guys are just her minions and you love her no matter what, and you love everything about her just because you love her. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no, there are things about her that drive me insane, and I'm sure that if she got to know me, it would be the same thing. And that's how all humans are, because we're all different. So there are things about her that bug me too, but it's real and it's love. And actually, the things that bug me about her make me actually love her more and respect her more for living the life that she's living, because she has created a beautiful life for herself, and she did it through honesty, hard work, and love. She just did, and positivity. She created a beautiful life for herself, and she didn't have to do that. She could have let other people get her to certain places, but she worked hard. She did everything to get. I mean, if you follow her like I do, you've heard all the stories that she has, went from $1 in her bank to now. Like, her story is incredible, and I'm proud of her. Facts. Yeah. Who am I talking about? Oh, are you asking if I'm talking about Jessica or Colleen? I don't know. Oh, the Jessica you're talking about, Colleen's sister-in-law. Yeah, that's Jessica Ballinger. But right now I'm talking about Colleen. But I was talking about how Jessica Ballinger is like the best mom ever. She's incredible. And so sweet to me. And I did message Jessica again, and I was like, hey, I was thinking of doing, because my brain just stopped. Shay Carl's wife also follows me, and I thought of like messaging both of them and asking if they don't have to be in a video, but like give some sort of input about what they would do, how they would tell their children, how they would educate their children about eating disorders, because that's something I've asked all my sisters and people that I know, and I get so many different answers, and I want to make a big video out of all these different answers, and also throw in a couple people that people know so that they'll watch, so that we can spread more awareness about it. You know what I mean? This is a man's and a woman's world. We are all equal. Get with the program. But yeah, they're good people, and they're the best, most genuine family on the internet. All of them, all the Ballingers. Really? Oh, good, April. With a preteen daughter, that's a video I'd really like to watch. Okay. Maybe I should like kick it into gear. I mean, Jessica's probably really bored right now, so maybe I should try messaging her again. Because she never answered, so she only talked to me that one time, and then a shout out, and then meeting her in person was really sweet. She was the best when I met her in person. Is it working? There we go. I don't know what is happening. I'm sorry. She does have her hands full. I don't know. They're good people. But even if I can't get them, I could totally still make that video, because I have so many sisters. I know so many moms. It's unreal. I have a bajillion sisters and a mother that I could ask. Shanny, can I just say your advice really helped me last night? I'm trying the things you recommended for me to do. Good! I ended up eating more than I normally would. I added onto my calorie limit. Love you. I love you too, and I'm very proud of you. That's a big deal. How about tomorrow? Can you add another 100, maybe? And just kind of work your way up to a healthy, whatever's healthy. Look it up online. Enter your, I know it could be triggering, or talk to a doctor or something. I don't know. Isn't it an average? It's an average of 2,000 calories a day for most people is healthy, but if you're just trying to be normal, and I don't know, I would just work your way up and keep doing it. You're doing great. You are doing so great. Yeah, you can ask. I love weird questions. Any weird question is on the table, off the table. Wait, on or off the table? I need some oatmeal. Thank you, well. I appreciate your comments. So random. It is kind of depressing, huh? Wait, who are you? Wait, who are you? I don't know who you are. Welcome, if you're new. Welcome to all the new people. We welcome pretty much everyone. I mean, I'll give you a chance, even if you're weird or mean at first. But after a little bit, I'm not going to give you a chance again. So if you would like to just get to know our awesome community, then you should stick around. But if you're here to be really annoying or rude or any of those things, those are the things where I'm like, okay, you get a warning and then you can go. So there you go. No, you're not mean at all. I haven't seen anything mean from you yet. Just weird, just like out of the blue, which is fun. So cool. Will I twerk? Okay, gross. But I don't know how to twerk. This is so, okay, and people bug, my nieces especially, tease me about this because I have the biggest butt in the world and I cannot twerk. I can't figure out how to do it. I look ridiculous when I try. Don't ask me. I'm never going to even try on camera. I can't do it. It's horrible. Okay. Does the upper plate of your denture ever cut the roof of your mouth like mine did? No. At the very, very beginning it did, but then they just adjusted it. Did they not adjust it for you? I wonder why, Karina. Why are we like that? What the heck? Body rolling might be easier. Okay, I'll practice and I'll get back to if I feel like it's good enough to show. I need some oatmeal. I'm just craving oatmeal, as always. Seriously, Beavis and Butthead invented twerking? That's amazing. I thought it was, so what, Miley just came in and took credit for it? How do we know this? Where did you hear that? Would you guys mind introducing yourselves? I've been watching Shanny for a few years, but don't know any of you. That's a great idea. Let's do that while I go get my oatmeal. Everybody introduce themselves. And, yeah, and I'll be right back, okay? Okay, hold on. We really do have the best community, don't we? I love our community. And it's you guys, you know, you built this. So, okay, I might switch glasses because these keep falling. Which one should I wear? I have these ones. These butterfly wings. Really attractive. Got our classic red. And we've got a classic clear, which is my go-to usually. And then we've got these. And then we've got these. And then we've got Loving All the Hearts, guys. That's awesome. St. Patrick's Day. Or Gay Pride, whatever you choose to see. These ones are one of my favorites, I think. These ones. These cat ones that used to have like a hanging whiskers, but I don't know why I broke it off, but I did. That's all I have down here. Someone said the red ones, so I'll wear the red ones. Purple lenses. Which one? I don't know which one. Okay, so what are all these hearts for? Did somebody call for hearts, or are we just kind of... Oh, these are so cool. I want to read these. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, Christmas. Oh my gosh. I tried to, but nothing they did ever worked. Whenever I took it out to clean it, blood would drip from the roof of my mouth. Is it still happening? Maybe you need to find a different dentist. I'm not kidding. Somebody that will give it the proper attention that it needs, because that's not good. I'm Angela. I live in Iowa. I'm a first-year teacher. I've never had an ed, but Shanny's personality keeps me here. Aww. I have cerebral palsy and don't have many friends in real life, but make friends online. We love you, Angela. I love you, girl. Nice to meet you all. I'll be 26 next week. That's Rita, and I have binge eating disorder and disordered eating. I'm a student in Mississippi from Michigan originally. Aww. It's kind of like... You guys are awesome. Look at all the hearts and stuff. Yeah, I did finally post the heart system, by the way, on my channel. So go to community. You'll see a picture of what each color of heart means, because there's like a oh my gosh, what's the word? There's a code, I guess. I don't know. Each one means something different. So if I call for that color of heart, that means somebody needs whatever that means. So if someone is suicidal or wanting to cut, I'll say purple hearts for so-and-so, and then everyone send purple hearts, because purple hearts mean anti-suicide, anti-self-harm pact. If you don't, then I won't. Stuff like that. That's just an example. Let's see. Let's see. I'm Caitlin. I'm from Cali. Hey, girl. Who is Tiger King? Because I'm about to listen to Jen and Julian's podcast, and that's in their title. I have no idea who that is. Can someone please tell me? Like, sum it up in a paragraph for me or something. We love you. I love you too, Shauna. Thank you. Oh, the hearts are for me? I love you guys. Oh my gosh. You're the cutest. Aw, you guys are the best. Seriously. because you won't wear them. So do you just not have teeth Christmas? $47, $15, $18, $19, $35, $25. Yeah, I think you're the oldest still, Karina. Congratulations. $41, $42, $41, $43, $26, $19, $84. Oh, you're not 84. If you are, props to you for figuring out how to use the internet. No offense to old people, but they cannot figure out how to use the internet. Not all of them. Some people can. My grandma, the only grandma I have left living is technically my step grandma. She's always been my grandma. She's the only grandparent left that we have living, and her husband died, I think 2 years ago ish. And she'll go on Facebook and she'll log in on his account and comment on stuff, like comment on family stuff or post stuff. So it looks like grandpa who died posts things or likes things or shares things or whatever, because she can't figure out how to switch out of his account to go to her account. So it's pretty funny. 13, I think you are the youngest, Kaylee. 18 in October. Go October, babies. Oh, she does in real life too. Go watch her channel. She looks way younger than what she is. Except she doesn't show her face a lot, do you? Do you even post lately? I feel like I haven't seen videos from you lately. I don't know. Well, that sucks, Shauna. They're not your friends then. But I'm sorry that happened. That must have been very painful. That blows my mind. You don't have to agree with somebody's choice, right? But if they're your friends, your family, you love them. Especially, no matter what, especially when it comes to something that doesn't even affect them. It has nothing to do with them. Like, ew. We'll be your friends. We love you. I don't care if you're a woman married to a woman or a man married to a man, or I don't care about that stuff. It's stupid. And I'm sorry that your friends treated you like that. That's not fair. Yeah. Haven't you done a couple with your face though, Karina? I feel like I've watched some videos with your face because I know what you look like. So where would I have seen that? But yeah, she looks way younger than she is. Is anyone else here asexual? I know we've got a few of them in our community. I don't know if they're all on this live stream, but there's a lot in our community actually. I've heard for sure there's like, our guests, I've been told that by 10 people over the years. I've been told by like 10 different people. So they're here. So say what you need to say in case they're watching later and be like, hey, message me, I want to talk about it. Or are you just curious just because you're just curious? But yeah, a lot of people are. I've lived 24 years in my life in denial because I grew up Mormon. I'm a Mormon, as you know. Technically, we don't use that word anymore, but this is what frustrates me, is that people, well, I don't know if this is your story or not, but some people in the church, because of the way they treat people of the LGBTQ community, those people leave the church. I don't know if that's why you left or if you just don't believe in it, but either way, I hate that. Like, I have so many friends, and I'm bisexual, and it was hard for me to come out to my family, and I have so many friends that just left the church simply because of the people in the church, not church and the way it's run, not the rules of the church, but the people that decide that they're better than everyone and can judge however they think, and that just scares people away. And it's really, really sad because it distracts from people being able to figure out for themselves if they feel that it's right for them. And that makes me mad because I went through that. Like, I went through that. I even went through questioning the church for my own sake because I didn't want to just follow it just because my family follows it or whatever. I wanted to actually find if I believed in it, and I do, it turns out. But everyone's different, and you shouldn't be treated differently for that. You shouldn't be treated different because you married a woman or you're gay or whatever. You should still, if you have any testimony, you still deserve to be a part of it. I never really left. Okay, I'm still a believer. I love the gospel. I just don't go to church. I don't go to church either. And same. And I believe you that you're treated poorly. I wasn't treated poorly for my sexuality though. It was for other stuff, but, and also just combination of like my anxiety and depression and stuff. But yeah, that's why I have conference. I just love it. It's my favorite because when I would go to church, I wasn't listening in church. All I was thinking was, what's she thinking of me? What's she thinking of me? Ooh, she's pretty. Ooh, I shouldn't be thinking that. Ooh, he's really cute. Oh, I shouldn't be thinking that either. Or I don't know, like I get so distracted by people that I can't concentrate on learning or studying or anything like that. So I love being able to watch just from the safety of my home, the comfort, because I'm kind of with you on that. Like I haven't been to church in like actively for over a decade probably. And I get treated badly because of that by people. People judge me and assume that I don't have a testimony anymore or that I am a bad person or whatever, and that's just simply not the case. It's very much more complex, as I'm sure you understand. So it's unfortunate because I feel like I've lost all sense of myself without the gospel in my life. Yeah, and Shauna, that's what started to happen to me just a couple months ago. And since I started applying it back into my life, that's what's kept me from one of the things that's kept me from doing any behaviors is like allowing that in, because I always knew it was there. And about 2 years ago, I think 3, maybe 4, maybe longer, but there was a time, like I was saying, where I completely just I completely allowed myself to question every single thing and feel if it was right for me. And I did that. And I'm glad that I did that, because now my testimony is real and it's genuine, instead of just, yeah, I believe it, but I don't know how to, like, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. And it's like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like now I'm like solid. Like I know that the gospel is true for me personally. And I always respect anybody else's beliefs. I would never tell them that they're wrong or that they should believe what I believe because I'm right and it's right for me, and so it should be right for them. I just feel like I just believe that for every human on the earth, you need to find what you believe in, whatever that is. Some people it's just the earth or Mother Nature or the aura or just the air, or like there are many higher powers that people come to find to believe in. And I always say this, as long as you have something higher than yourself to believe in, that's a good thing, because that means you have something good to work towards and you have something that's good, a good influence that you can trust and go to when you need help. Exactly. You don't have to go to church to prove you're a believer. I personally just like to because I have grown up going. Yeah, for sure. Are you LDS, Caitlin? Yeah, that's how I was for so long, but like I never learned anything. That's why I can't, when you guys want me to like answer questions about some things, I can't answer everything because I don't remember learning anything. I never learned. I always just stared at boys, stared at girls, got self-conscious and worried about what other people were thinking of me. There were some things said to me by my young women president that really just made me want to stay away from church completely. Stuff like that. Like, it was rough. But again, I couldn't deny the feeling. I tried so hard to deny it, and I can't. So that's a big sign for me. Yeah, it's a great community. I'm a non-denominational Christian. Cool. I don't know what that means. Can you tell me what that is? What that means? Church is on live stream for you? That's awesome. I'm sure my church will start doing that. I know they're doing, I mean, this weekend will be conference, which is already an online thing. Like you can watch it on TV or you can watch it online. And it's a total of 8 hours. There's 2 sessions on Saturday that are 2 hours each and 2 sessions on Sunday. So Saturday at 10 a.m. and then Saturday at 2 p.m. and Sunday at 10 a.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. are the 4 sessions. And it's going to be very different this year because they usually do it in the tabernacle, which is like thousands and thousands and thousands of people where they're actually filming it, and then millions and beyond watching from around the world. So it's like a live broadcast. But this time they're not going to have an audience for obvious reasons. They're not going to have the Mormon Tabernacle Choir won't be there because that's too close to each other. And I've heard that they've like pre-recorded some songs for it. Usually they perform a few times, and they always invite other choirs also to perform at different sessions. So I'm really curious how they're going to handle this on Sunday. And there are things that they said they're going to be talking to us that have to do with what the world is going through with right now with Corona and everything. So I'm very, very excited to hear every word of it and to listen to the leaders and these people who I've never actually lost faith in, even though I've tried. For me personally, it's such a beautiful thing. And so I'm very curious to hear what they have to say about all of this. Is 1984 here? He's awesome. I was just telling him about conference, Jana, actually. Just trying to explain it. Because Shauna was saying how she used to be in the church and left but that she never really lost her testimony. But she left because she fell in love with a woman and married a woman. But she never lost her testimony. So I was explaining how I haven't physically been to church in over a decade, but that I've never lost my testimony, and I've had to go searching for it and make sure that it was what I believe, and it is. But I was just explaining conference and how excited I am because they're going to be telling us some things telling us some important things about this whole situation in the world right now. And I'm very anxious to hear what they say. Like, I'm literally, Gianna, you'd be so proud of me, been trying to get on a better schedule every day so that I can be awake to watch it live, because usually I usually record the 10 a.m. sessions and watch them later because I never get up before noon. But I've been trying to get on a better schedule just so that I can watch live with everybody because I need it. My soul is like, I just need to know. I need to hear from them right now. It's the only thing that's ever brought me 1,000% comfort. And right now that's really what I need and what a lot of people need. So anyway. Oh, you'll be in Arizona. That's good. So you'll be with your family? Oh, that makes me happy for you. Wait, are you guys even going to be together though? Because my family isn't. It's going to be weird. This is the first time in my entire life, Jana, or anyone, I stopped and thought about it. My entire life, I have never missed watching a session with my mother, no matter what. It was always, my mom and dad growing up, and then it was mom and Rob, and then it was mom and all of her grandchildren and everything. I've never missed, and I don't watch every session with her usually. Usually it's just the Sunday afternoon, but I've never missed watching part of conference with her ever. So this is going to be so weird, and I hate it, kind of, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, if we did like a FaceTime, we could, I guess, right? I don't know. What are you guys doing? Jeremy and Manasseh and I are staying at my mom's. Oh, so you will be with her physically. That's cool. How long have you guys been there? Yeah. But just so you know, I'm bisexual. Jana's bisexual. She's talked about that. And we both figured out a way to, I mean, hers is very different than mine. She is very much stronger spiritually than I am, for sure. But we both have experienced, like, I don't know, I shouldn't speak for you, I guess, Jana, but if you want to say something, it's you're still valid. You don't have to leave the church just because you're gay. Like, nowhere does it say that in our church. Nowhere does it say you're not allowed to be a part of our church because you're gay. It doesn't say that. It's the people that say that, and it sucks. I get it. I'm still working on going back. That's like, I have a hard time with people too, but I'm saying that it's good that you haven't lost that part of you and that you at least know what you believe in. I think that's really awesome. And I hope that everyone would know what they believe in, whatever it is for them, and just follow whatever you do believe in. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome, Shauna. Has she ever seen it? Can't remember. Was she part of, I don't know. I've hooked up with a lot of girls, lol, but I stopped doing that in like 2015 when I was getting ready for my mission, but I've always been tempted. Yeah. Did you ever experience anything with your family or church members that made you not feel welcome about it, or did nobody know? Jana, I'm asking you, because it could probably help. People are way too judgmental a lot. She hasn't seen it? Cool. Oh no, like, President Nielsen, our prophet, made a video about the virus thing. And there are so many people, if you go look at the comments, there are people on there that don't even believe in God, but they were like, this is so helpful to hear. Everything he said was so helpful and so comforting. So if you're looking for extra comfort in a place that you've never tried, you should watch Conference. It doesn't mean you have to be like a member of our church or anything, but if you're curious, it's such a, I mean, it'll be different than what we're used to. I don't know what it's going to look like, but it's just such a calming, just a beautiful feeling. I don't even know how to explain it, you know. I just think that all of the leaders that speak to us at these conferences are just so pure and love. Like, I just think love when I look at them. I don't think prophet or like leader, or I just think love. Like, they do everything with love. And that's the bottom line, is love and being Christ-like and being kind to other people and doing good in your life, you know. He is much more merciful than people think. I agree. And I was convinced. I'm like, I'm gonna go to hell if I ever talk about my sexuality, because people in my church would say stuff like that. Like, if you're bisexual, if you're gay, you're going to hell. So that's why I never talked about it until just a few years ago. Yeah. And it's okay to question it, Kaden. I'm at the age that I question my belief. I'm 15 and I question it. That's good. That's a good thing. I encourage kids or anyone to question what they believe. Because how are you going to find what you do believe if you don't question it? Do it. Do question. You question whatever you need to, and do whatever you need to do to get to where you find what you believe in. I know what I believe in, and that will never, ever, ever change for me. And you have the ability to find that too if you want to. It just takes a little work. Yeah, God loves you straight or gay. He loves you no matter what. God even loves Hitler, I'm sure. Like, he loves all of us no matter what. Yeah, me too, Shauna. Me too. Even though I'm not physically there, like, it was, it's really hard for me to pray. And Danny and I have been working together on our couple spirituality, and we switch off each night saying prayers, and every time it's my turn, it's really hard for me to do. I can't do it. And it takes like 10 minutes for me to start it because it makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know why. I don't like praying in front of people, and praying myself is hard for me to do when it when it's about myself. It's like, I pray for you guys every single day. I pray for Danny every day. I pray for my family. I pray for other people. But praying for me is a really hard thing for me to do. And it's something that I'm working on. And I go through these like spouts of like 2 weeks at a time where I'm really good at it. And then I'm like, ew, no, I don't want to. I don't deserve it, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's weird. Isn't that weird? I wish I believed in God. Maybe I'd feel like I would have more of a purpose. Is that weird? It's not weird at all. Whatever you feel isn't weird. I don't know. You can look into it if you're curious, and if not, that's okay. You're not weird. Yes, I'm eating oatmeal. I'm obsessed with oatmeal. Me too, Shauna. That's how I feel too. I don't feel worthy. But as we all know, that is literally the devil telling us that, because that's just not true. Anybody can pray. Any person, and God will hear them. So even if you don't believe in God, but you're like wondering about him, then just be like, hey bro, are you really there? Because people seem to think you are. I don't think you are. Are you there? And then who knows, maybe you'll feel something. And if not, that's okay. Just find whatever you believe in so that you can find your truest happiness. Yeah, exactly. If we don't practice self-care, how can we be strong for ourselves and others? Exactly. I kind of believe in science, but I also believe in Mother Nature, because it's crazy that tiny atoms could create such a beautiful world. I know. Everything is, I feel like, no matter what you believe in, I feel like everything, not one of us here on earth is capable of full knowledge of everything. So even if you believe in God, or if you don't believe in God, you only believe in science, or you only believe in like evolution, or you only believe in the world, only Mother Nature, only the aura, whatever you believe in. What was I saying? Crap, now I just lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Crap. I want to go back one day too, Jana, badly. I don't know what I was saying, but whatever. Shanny, do you think you'd do a meet and greet? Yes, I have before, but it's been a long time. My first meet and greet was in Disneyland, and it was so much fun. It's filmed if you want to go see it. My other meet and greet was here in Utah, and we just like, my cousin Shannon let us use her workspace for party. We got like pizza and stuff, and just people just came and met me, and it was so much fun. We did all kinds of fun stuff. Are those the only two I've done? Like, I've met other people in other ways, but it wasn't like a set up meet and greet. But I am dying to do another one. I just don't know when or how or where I would, because I don't think enough people care enough to do that, but we'll see. I want to go back to Disneyland and do another one. That one was fun. You don't have to buy a ticket. We did it in the outside area, you know, before you go in. Paul, did you just link my meet and greet? Or is that a GoFundMe? What did you just link? What is that? I guess I can see. I'm a Disneyland meet and greet. I haven't seen this forever. I miss these people. Ew, I shouldn't have done that. Ew. Why did I do that? I just spilled oatmeal all over my crotch. Anyway, it was fun. You can go watch if you want. Ew, why did I do that to Gabby? Ew. I kind of hate myself for that. She's like, I'm not a hugger. I don't like to hug. And then I force a hug on her. Like, ew. Gross. Sorry, Gads, if you're watching. I miss you, girl. She's a YouTuber too, but she hasn't posted in a really long time. So I hope today's okay. Good to meet you. Come back again if you'd like to. I just lost my comments. She's an OG. Love Gabby. She's really funny. And her best friend is really funny, Johnny. They're so fun. And Caroline was a YouTuber too. I don't think she does anymore, but she was so sweet. She came. Jackie was really sweet. Erin came, which was awesome. Now I know I'm forgetting someone and I feel really bad. So if I forgot you and you happen to be watching this, I'm really sorry. But yeah, that was my first one. I was so nervous and it was so much fun. Yeah. I know, right, April? I agree too. I just want to know. Even if they know it's gonna be another 6 months, fine. Just tell me. Like, that's what's so frustrating about this is that nobody actually knows, I don't think. How can they? No one's ever experienced this before. I don't know. Me too, Shauna. I cringe. Karina, you were saying you cringe when you see people hug or hold hands now. I do too now. Doesn't that suck that that's the world we're living in right now? Where my first thought is, did you wash your hands? Or, ew, you shouldn't be hugging each other. Like, this sucks. I'm sorry. Dang it! How do you say it? Aina? Aina. Crap. I think Aine or Aina. Is it Aina? Did I say it right? Did I remember? I have the worst memory in the world. I'm stuck in a tiny house with my homophobic family who don't know I'm gay. It's certainly an experience. I'm sorry, babe. Anya. That's what it is. Anya. Okay, keep coming back and keep reminding me. I'll catch on eventually, I promise. Don't take it personally. I have the worst memory when it comes to names. Your face. People's faces. I am very attention to detail on people's faces, so I always remember, but names are really hard for me. Yeah, that's scary, Tanya. My mom and dad are so vulnerable. He's 83, COPD, and she has MS. I'm scared if they get this crap, they won't be able to fight it. That is a valid fear. And hopefully, older people are being extra helped right now at the moment, if that eases your mind at all. Old people are kind of priority as far as taking a case seriously, even though young people are dying too. Everyone's dying. Every age is dying, but I don't know. Where do they live? Where do your parents live? Wait, they're 83? He's 80. Your dad is 83? How old are you? How do you have a dad that's 83? Do I live with you? How old are you? You're almost 30? So he was 53 when they had you? Wow, that gives me hope. I guess he didn't have to carry it. How old is your mom? Your mom's 61? Oh, okay. Aw, that's cute. My mother-in-law is 87. Wow. Get the fire scan done. I have a weak immune system and mild asthma that's still there. Don't, oh my gosh, they do match my chair. That's amazing. I will stop saying that if you stop saying that, because people have been getting on my case about the fact that I say that this is probably going to kill me because of my horrible immune system. So maybe you and I should both work on not saying that, because it's almost like, what is that called? What is that called? When you like imagine something into it happening because you overthink about it and so it ends up happening. What is that? Manifesting, maybe? I don't know. But we don't want to like set ourselves up for, like, I would rather you and I both work on being prepared to fight it if we do get it, instead of just giving up if we get it and putting it in our mind that there's no way to fix it, so we might as well just not fight it. I think people like you and people like me should stop thinking that way. Self-fulfilling prophecy, that too, yeah. Manifesting, yeah. So I'll work on it if you will too. Seriously. You tired?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I took it like 7.
Oh, really?
That eating all the meat.
Yeah.
And no shower and stuff too.
Okay. Will you come get me when you're done showering? Okay. So I'll be here for like 20 more minutes, guys. Oh, sorry. I don't understand that though. Why can't you touch your own face? Like, I'm trying to respect it. I'm not doing it on purpose, so thank you for telling me. Like, why? If it's already on you, I don't get it. And people are saying like it's an airborne thing. Well, if it's airborne, then why do we have to wash our hands? I don't know. It's very confusing. I don't get it. Speaking into fruition. Yes, Carrie. Yes. Okay, here, I'll screenshot this, Karina, so that'll remind me to look later. Because you don't want it in your mucous membranes? Wait, what do you mean? If you've been quarantined, then it's not a huge deal. It's when you've been out and exposed to things other people have touched. Okay. Well, I've been quarantined except one night. I went on a drive with Danny, and he did a lot of shopping, and I went into one store for a really short amount of time, and I put on a mask. And then when I got home, I just sanitized everything. I took my clothes off and everything. But since then, I haven't been out again. And before then, I had been quarantined for, I think a week-ish. So now I'm trying to, I probably shouldn't have even gone for the drive, you know? Okay, sorry. Does this kill you? Because I have a very heavy head and very weak wrists. So they work together to hold each other up. That does not make sense at all. Ew. I get that, Shauna. That makes sense. It's like you coughing on Danny isn't a big deal, but you can't cough on others. Well, that's why I wore a mask when I went out, but I was in there for literally 2 minutes. And then I left and went and sat in the car. Like, I didn't even go through the checkout stand with him. He did, but he's been everywhere. So, I don't know. It's better for him to go out and do these things than for me to. So he's gonna have to go probably tomorrow actually to the pharmacy for me and to get a couple more things at the store. We'll see how it goes from there. But at this point, I'm not gonna leave anymore like I did that one night. I was gonna wait till Danny was done showering to end this, but I'm not feeling well. I think I need to go to bed. I think I might need to go. My painting selling is kind of on hold. We've sold some recently, but we can't ship them right now. So I haven't been posting anymore because I feel bad that we can't ship them. So I don't know. But there's a lot. I have a lot more coming for you guys. It's just, but yeah, we've sold quite a few recently. We just haven't sent them out yet. It just feels a little bit irresponsible because what if I like send germs to them somehow or something? I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to navigate this whole, what does quarantine mean? Because you do still need to get stuff you need or do stuff that you need. That's why the store's open. That's why the post office is open and pharmacies and all that stuff. But it's also like you have to be careful about yourself. So I don't know. We've thought about maybe just shipping them and going and doing social distancing while waiting in line. But I don't know. I just would hate it if somehow I boxed up a bunch of germs and then sent it to these people. That would make me sad. I don't know. I'm just starting to feel more and more worried about other people, and because who knows if I'm carrying it. I don't think I had it, by the way. I thought I did. I don't think I did. Which is good. So, and I felt fine ever since then, and that's why I don't think I have it, because it went away so quickly. Yeah. Thanks, girl. Yeah, they'll come pick it up. But again, that's where my mind goes to, okay, but what if I box up germs somehow? I don't know. I'm just paranoid. I don't want to make anybody sick. But we're working on a solution. We'll see. As of right now, nothing's being shipped. And I've also stopped having Paul post anything for sale right now until we hear a little bit more, and then we'll go from there. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not a hypochondriac. You're such a brat sometimes. I love you, but you're such a brat sometimes. All coronaviruses die in high heat. Really? The heat you will find 8 in a sauna. What? Breathe in the hot air for 15 minutes, 2 times a day. 2 times a day destroys the coronavirus in your lungs and nasal cavities. Oh. I don't know what any of that means. I don't even know what you're trying to say. I'm very slow. Lawrence Mueller, I have no idea what you're saying. I'm just like, maybe that means I do need to go to bed. Love you too, girl. All right, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll feel better, and then I can do more tell me your woes. We can talk more about you guys tomorrow. So come back for that and hang in there. I will too, not literally though. And remember forever and always that you are beautiful, you're worth it, and I am too. Do I hate myself? Okay, love you guys. Good night.